hiding. Don't take it personal.
What's up? What it do? It's your girl Deshay. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit about myself before we get into the video. My name is Deshay, like I just said, born and raised in Cincinnati, Ohio. Rep that 513. You feel me? I currently stay in Bond Hill. If y'all see me speak, don't act like y'all don't know who I am. At the moment, y'all don't, but y'all will in the long run. Y'all gonna be like, hey, that's my family, that's my big sister, all that. I have a 1-year-old son. He's not one just yet, but he's gonna be one, so I consider him one. He's my toddler baby. His name is Dylan. That's my boy, my life and joy. That's all I'm gonna give y'all right now about myself. Y'all will learn a little bit more further down the road. I can't talk, sorry. But this story is about how I got pregnant with my little pumpkin. Like I said, my son's name is Dylan. His full name is Dylan Lamar Jackson Edwards. Yes, my son's name is white as hell. Yes, but I don't care because he's biracial. Yes, I like white boys. Ooh. Not the point though. So I got pregnant with my son when I was 18 years old. That moment, the moment I found out I was pregnant, changed my life. I will forever and always be grateful for that because my son came. God blessed me with him in the time I most needed him most. I give y'all a backstory of that. What I mean by that, I was in a abusive relationship. His dad was not the best person. He was a very, very manipulative person. So it was a lot of things that I was dealing with while I was with his dad. I thought I was grown. I decided to move out my mom's house to be with him and stay with him. Was not the smartest idea on my part, but you know, you live and you learn. And then I got pregnant with my son 3 months later, and I probably was grateful. Yeah. So I found out I was pregnant in October of 2017. Can't remember the date exactly, but it definitely was the 3rd week in October of 2017. Right after I found out I was pregnant with my son, excuse me, I got back into school. I graduated high school, but I got back in college. I started applying and making sure I was following my stuff to go to college. Passed my first semester of college while I was pregnant with him, going to doctor's appointments, making sure I was healthy, he was healthy. Yeah, so sorry y'all, I'm having like a blank telling this story, like trying to keep myself from crying because he really is a miracle. I went through a lot of stuff when I was pregnant with him. Like, it was a healthy pregnancy, yes, but mentally dealing with his father was mentally straining. It was emotionally straining. It was physically straining. There was times I really wish his daddy was not his daddy. But, you know, God does everything for a reason. When I was about 4 months pregnant, you know, usually when you're 4 months, 3-4 months, you find out what you're pregnant with. 4 months pregnant, found out I was pregnant with a boy. Was excited as hell because I always wanted a boy. I did not want a little girl for my first child. No offense to, like, the little girls, but I know me and my attitude. I was not going to be able to handle a mini me and her little attitude. No, we would have been fighting every day. JK, guys. But seriously, y'all know everybody says, like, if you have a girl, she's gonna be 10 times worse than you are, and I can't do that. I got a mouth. Imagine a little me with a mouth. No ma'am, no sir, that's not what we about to do. But we're gonna get back on the topic. So yeah, 4 months pregnant, got the ultrasound. I had to go back and get another ultrasound because my son thought it was cool to, you know, play around with things, scared the doctors. He had extra fluid behind his neck, and it looked like the way his neck was, it looked like there could have been something wrong. So I had to go back and get extra testing done and make sure he didn't have like Down syndrome or ADD and stuff like that. And he went back, got that taken care of. He was completely healthy. I was, you know, fast forward a little bit later, close to my due date. My due date was June 29th my son decided no, he did not want to come June 29th. So I was induced. I carried him for 40 weeks and 4 days. I was induced on Monday, July 2nd at 11 p.m. I was in labor for 14 hours. Definitely, labor, guys, is the most, y'all thought losing your virginity was bad? Baby, no. Having a kid, pushing a kid out of your vajayjay is nothing. I'm sorry. Like, that is one of the most enduring, painful moments ever. I had to get an epidural because after, like, I was 5 centimeters when I got an epidural. After so many contractions, I could not take it. That pain was shitty. Excuse my language, but it was. If y'all wanted me, I will explain how contractions feel. Contractions are like cramps, your period cramps at the worst possible moment. So it's like, yeah, it's just like, imagine getting a Charlie horse in the process of cramping, like getting a Charlie horse on your period with like your strongest cramp. Like, it's painful as hell. So like I said, I was in labor for 14 hours. They gave me the epidural. My aunt Rachel was my doula. She was my untrained doula. She kept me calm. She helped me like meditate when I was pregnant. Not when I was pregnant, but helped me meditate when I was in labor with him. It was time. There was a point in my delivery where the contractions, the Pitocin induced contractions, were coming too close together, and my body was producing regular contractions. Like, my body was producing contractions on their own, on top of the medicine helping them to produce contractions. So the contractions were getting a little too close together, and my son's heart could not take it. Like, his body was trying to catch up to it, and it didn't work. So they were gonna have to do a emergency C-section. I freaked out. I thought I was gonna break 2 promises. I made a promise to my little sister that I would not let them cut me to get her nephew out. And then I had a fear that I was either gonna die on the table or my son wasn't gonna make it. And God bless America, neither of the 2 things happened. What the doctors decided to do, they just stopped the Pitocin for, I think it was an hour and such. They stopped the Pitocin and let my body like naturally do their contractions, do their thing. So yeah, my body was back, center me. I was dilating like I was supposed to. I think it was about 10:30. I was at a full 10. No, not 10:30. It was about, I'll say about 11:30, 11:15, because I had my son at 11:45. So I was I was dilated at a full 10 centimeters. So if y'all don't know, I'm sorry, I'm about to show y'all. So this is how small a like vagina is, right? And it gets to about, I do believe about this big, maybe a little bigger. So I'll say about that big. That's how big it gets when you're dilating and you're having a child. You got a whole human. There's a whole human coming out of your vagina like this. Like, y'all try to figure out how the hell does a woman do this. Like, guys, if you figure out how the hell a woman do this, y'all just don't know, honey. Because it's more than just that. Like, women tear. There's women that tear. I tore. There's like 3 stages of tear. When you tear, you know, you always got that scared woman who's like, oh, I'm scared, I'm gonna tear to my butthole. No, guys, that's not how those things work. Doctors are definitely gonna stitch you back up if you do tear. The needle for that is about this, I'll say about this long, that long, maybe. It looks like a little sewing needle from, like, girls, if you go get a sewing and stuff, and like the hook needle, it's like one of those. But yeah, so I cussed my aunt out. I told her I was, you know, I'm in labor, I'm ready to push this little boy out because I haven't ate. I didn't eat. I was throwing up. I was in pain. Like, I could not tolerate nobody. Like, I was not in the mood for anybody and they BS. So when it was time to push, I had my mom, my uncle, and my other aunt in the room. Yeah, so my uncle is not biologically my uncle, but he was in my life. He's been in my life since I was in like 7th grade. So he was in my room, my mommy was in my room, and my aunt was in my room. My doula, Rachel, was in my room. They helped me push Dylan out. Dylan, when he came out. I pushed him out at 11:45. It was a blessing. They put him on top of me, and honestly, right then and there, I fell in love. Even though he peed and pooped on me at the same time, I fell in love. That was my baby. Oh my God, y'all. I cannot explain how much joy I had when I had him. Like that, he changed my life. Like when I say Dylan changed my life, he changed my life. The doctors definitely told me. One of the doctors has said, oh, he's one of the cutest babies we delivered all today. And I was like, well, damn, they must have delivered some ugly ass babies if my son is the cutest out of all the babies delivered. And yeah, so, you know, once they said that, I was like, damn, I didn't deliver some cute ass babies, as I just said. So, I definitely, after I had them, I definitely was like, well, I didn't say, oh, my baby, I didn't cry. Y'all can say something is wrong with me because I say it all the time and I think it's funny. I definitely asked if I can have something to drink now, if I can eat something now, because I was throwing up. I do not like the taste of throw up in my mouth. If I can avoid throwing up at any possible moment, I'm gonna do that. So yeah, I was throwing up. I finally got a Sierra Mist and all that other good stuff, and they sent me to the room after, like, my first meal after I had him was Penn Station. I definitely got some Penn Station. And my last meal before I had him was Frisch's. And yeah, so, you know, guys, don't be scared. Don't ever be scared about, like, having a baby. My bad, y'all. Like, my camera not fell, but it, like, disorientated itself. But, like, don't be scared when y'all find out y'all pregnant. Like, you know, make sure if y'all young, like, people get scared when they have babies. Don't get me wrong. You're always going to be scared no matter how old you are. Because you never think you're ready for a child unless, you know, you never think you're ready for a child. My bad, y'all. Like, my hair is a mess right now and I need to go get it done. But, you never know when you're going to be ready for a child. You can always feel like you're not ready for a child, and God definitely has other plans. God will definitely tell you when you're going to be ready for a child. And if you're not ready, you're going to be ready by the time you have your child. Dylan is way, way ahead of his learning where he's supposed to be. He was a breastfeed. I did breastfeed him. So yeah, you know, yeah, period, y'all. Sorry, I came to a blank. I didn't know what to talk about at that moment. That's why I was just rambling on like I am right now. Ooh, period. But yeah, thanks for coming and watching my video. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. Comment down below if y'all want any more videos. Like, give me some ideas of what y'all want to see from now on. I love y'all. Peace out. It was nice seeing y'all. Thank you, and make sure y'all come again. Have a blessed day. Hey, love y'all. Mwah.
Personal, don't take it personal.